What's up, fam? It's me, your boy, your urban sports guru. I just want to holler at y'all real quick. Thank you, Instagram, for the likes, for the follow. Thank you on YouTube for the like and subscribe. I just want to holler at y'all real quick about Adam Silver. Adam Silver's getting rid of the one and done. Now, it's a very layered issue, as I've spoken about this on this podcast plenty of times. Very layered because these kids are coming in, they're so underdeveloped, and is hurting teams because you're using such major resources. Sometimes, like the number one pick in the draft for a kid that takes 3-4 years to just be a competent player. You're banking on that. And when you're picking number one, you're supposed to get a guy that's supposed to change your franchise, and a lot of times that's not happening. But I'm happy to see these kids going to be able to get their money because in the NCAA, where they belong, they're getting taken advantage of. What I want to see is, and I got to give a shout out to LeVar Ball with his new league out there. I think it's called the JBL. Shout out to the JBL. I want to see that become a success because then some of these 5-star recruits you can snatch them away. Then them kids are playing in the JBL instead of going to the NCAA. Now, I've always said this problem needs to get fixed in the NCAA because the reality is these kids want to roll tide. These kids want to be part of that Duke-North Carolina rivalry. And this has to get fixed for basketball and football, and particularly football, because I've said this 100 times, I'll say it again. In basketball, there's 1 year. Now there's not going to be any years. Guess what? Football, they have to be 3 years removed from high school. Everybody forgets about that shit. Nobody wants to discuss that. But that's why I say the NCAA has to fix this problem. This is why I'm hoping these two other leagues that are getting created, the two other football leagues, can start taking those 5-star recruits. Maybe then NCAA will start doing right by its athletes. Because right now they're not. And because they're not, Adam Silver is reacting accordingly. Even though the watering down of basketball has come ever since we let the floodgates into these high schoolers coming in. Everybody looks at LeBron James. LeBron James is a prodigy, people. He's a prodigy. Don't compare every high schooler to him. He's a prodigy. These kids are not going to be able to just come in and do what he's doing. This is the most athletically... Say what you want about this guy. He is the most athletically gifted human being I've ever seen. Don't compare other athletes to him. Don't. It's not fair. It's not. It's just not fair. It's not. There's no comparison. They're better players than him. There's no one a better athlete than him. So, I support it. The more kids that take advantage of this, then when the NCAA start losing money, they're going to have to start doing right. Problem is, watch for the league to become even more watered down than it already is. Mark my words. Sad thing to say, and I wish these kids the best, but the league's gonna become so much even more watered down, and it's ridiculous. And I see kids that's coming in the league, and it's like they never shot a jump shot in their life. All they have ever done is dunk. That's ridiculous to me, but at the end of the day, I'm glad these kids are gonna be able to eat, so this way they're not being taken advantage of. That's my piece. It's your boy Guru. Salute. I'm out.